look at the amount of damage that he does with the steel cable, and the cutthroat decides to go away. Steel cables away, and no kills coming in from either side of the teams though. So I feel that that big ultimate coming in from the high loss could be wasted a little bit, but it does give them a little bit of lane priority here. And if you're wondering what lane priority is, it means that it's the lane that's going to be pushed out, and the lane that you feel that the team feels that is going to be focused on here. We do see that over to the priority, in terms of priority here, it's going to be Lord that's going to be taken out. Oh, Izzy now getting into a fight with Aura. Aura in a bit of trouble here, and it's going to get iOS is going to get taken down. Emperor doing his best to take down as much damage as he can as Ebin spins to win, and it seems that EVOS now getting a kill as well. We do see IDNS pushing it out, but IDNS breaking it away as EVOS pushes it out more and more, and it seems that the Lord could be in their favor. Could IDNS be able to repeat the same level of success that they did like they did in the previous game? EVOS now has to be careful in this fight. Look at that Emperor taking too much damage, has to back away before he gets dived on.
I mean, that is 4 members that went down. Bane is in such a strong commanding position. With, you know, it was great that Fanny got some of the early kills that's there, but we just need to wait for Bane to come through. And there you see the amount of damage in terms of items that he's building. Absolutely insane, and which is why he's able to sustain affect team fights so dramatically. Kagura's gonna come in and try his steals. Does get secured by Harley. It was a nice flank, you know, by around there by Framesy to make sure that, you know, they couldn't have the final bit that's there. Lord coming out will, you know, equalize the game to IDNS Thailand's side. There's a big wave there that will slow down Lord just a little bit. The next fight could determine it all. EVOS has the kill lead. Towers here, they also have the lead, but can they win the team fight against a late game team composition where Bane is such a big factor around the team fight area?
I don't just think Bane is also a big factor as well. I do like to think that Fanny as well is doing, Isowadi is doing really good damage here. As we see, he is using that mobility to perfect precision, and we do see Lord being pushed out over to the bot side here. EVOS is going to get dived on. Just no limit. You have a limit, and that's going to be a death timer limit that's going to drop down to you, and it's going to be a killing spree over to the Bane, and the Lord now pushing it out with extra stats. A double kill goes over to the Bane, and this is where the fight is going to get turned around here for the side of EVOS. EVOS now looking towards going to the back foot. IDNS looking towards repeating the same level of success that they had in game number 1 here with that single Lord push. They are going to be able to catch up from these teams. They will be able to push it out. There goes another turret. Kagura does manage to get it down, but Bane is still alive, throwing out as much damage as he can. Isowadi not too far behind, looking towards gathering as much damage as he can. This is going to be bad for iOS as Aura comes in. There goes the Lancelot, tries to go down, but look at the damage being done onto Aura. Man, oh man, what is this gameplay? Pseudo!
I mean, that was crazy that 1/3 on the Lord almost brought him down completely. We're going to see here that will the Great Escape come through? Lancelot will get the kill into that one. Now they're hunting that Bane. Now they need to remove him across the map. Can they do it or not? They have multiple members that's here. Hylos will be able to stun him out, and this should be the end of him, especially with Angela being there to assist as well. Jess is on cleanup duty all the damn time from the bottom lane back now into the base. 110 seconds more to go as once again Angela falls. That's 4 deaths to her already, just, you know, easily being picked off.
Now, I bet you guys are wondering, how in the world does IDNS Thailand have the goal lead despite being 5 kills behind? Now, objectives, turrets, let's break it down for each and every one of you guys. 5 turrets in favor of EVOS, that's fine. They had the majority of the lead from early game to a little bit of the middle game. But when we hit the middle part of when we hit mid to end game transition, we did see that with one Lord play, IDNS was able to turn it all around, securing a goal lead and
even stealing away the buff there. Harley just got the buff. I mean, we talked about, you know, the maturity of IDNS Thailand. They will wait. They will look for the right positioning. They will wait for the right cooldowns before taking the team fights. And it's that patience and maturity that has helped them, you know, always get out of a bad, you know, or a seemingly lower position earlier on. EVOS on the other hand, great, you know, they're spunky, they go out there, they're aggressive, but unfortunately, they don't know when to slow it down. They don't know when to, you know, wait for their right advantage to come through. And they're being punished. That is the right word for it. The Lord fight was messy on their side, and even their defense going on here, there should be somebody clearing off the mid wave. just before it crashes in.
I believe that this is a little bit of EVOS's lack of communication experience, I believe. I'm not entirely sure how to put this, because EVOS had a lot of ways to win this game. However, it is because the IDNS was just so adamant at getting that lot. It feels like a lot of IDNS strategy, but since they were able to steal the lot, they knew for a fact that we can get objectives, we'll be able to push them out, and we will be able to get this mid-game transition whereby we give a little bit more breathing space for us and make sure that the team has to worry about putting in resources to stop these pushes, and IDNS is able to get more and more gold in favor of them.
You're going to see back up top here. There's a little bit of an engage already. You know, Lancelot here being shoved all the way away from the team. We're going to find it right in the middle of everybody here, but will he be able to isolate down the right target? I'm going to find Minsky on the other side there. Just head back into safety. Will bring it down. Still surviving down there. Aura doing an amazing job. It looks like he will be able to salvage his fight. EVOS there getting multiple kills, but back at mid.
Oh, Framesy! Framesy going for the kill. He doesn't have that much damage, so he's getting hit. Oh my goodness, Framesy, the hero of the game here today. My goodness gracious me, he took advantage of the distraction that was happening. And Frame, what?
One word, maturity, experience of the team. To know that the moment EVOS or any other team walks out of their base, you can go in and totally sweep it away. They were smart to keep Fanny out there so people wouldn't think that, you know, Fanny was going to back down, but Bane has been the MVP for both of these matches. Really strong showing on both sides there. Let's have a quick look at the in-game items. Although we are going to see that the stats of Fanny is higher over there, look at the contribution of Bane.
Yes, I mean, look at the amount of damage that he did. Kill participation as well as objective participation. I like the fact that the Bane was just so adamant. I do like the fact ISO1E as well. He definitely deserves the MVP just because of how mobile he was, just because of his solo attacks. He was able to basically stall EVOS down. Every time EVOS wanted to counter attack, they felt like they had no resources. It was basically a brick wall that they were fighting up.
What you have to say about, you know, IDNS Thailand, inshallah going
Bane. Okay, now first, at least we know for game number 1 who is spicier, whether it's Bakso or whether it's Tom Yum. So we do believe that Tom Yum won the spiciness. Maybe more red chilies, maybe more green chilies. We don't know. I personally love Bakso myself. But okay, jokes aside, I do have to congratulate both teams. Definitely.
As much as the power rankings we created, you know, put IDNS Thailand up top, and I placed EVOS, you know, on the lower 4 that's there. That was a really close competitive match, and I'm really excited to see what else the other teams are going to be bringing.
Like I said beforehand, this just goes to show why the double round robin is
so important.
Because for some things, yeah, I mean, it can be very tiring because you're going to be playing a very long game and you're going to be competing against the same batch of teams twice. But it gives you so much to work with, and it gives you so much adaptability. You're able to change your strategies, you're able to come up with new metas.
That is the sign of a really good team. It's not just winning or one game or just 2 games that's there. It's can you know, continue fighting with each other, you know, in the next round like that. We're going to take a really short break. When we come back, we're going to see 2 Malaysian squads go head to head, which is going to be Air Asia Saiyan and Goyang meets MYA. Exactly 5 minutes. We'll be back at 9 p.m.
Buka YouTube gaming nggak? Berapa yang nonton nih? Masih 2 yang nonton. Sering lagi. Baru 2 nonton kan? Tadinya gua ada nggak di sini? Kenapa ya? Mana Mobile Legends? Mobilnya yang mobilnya. GTA 5 masih ada yang mahal. Oh iya 34 ya bang. Gimana sih? Ternyata pada ada sih Matt ya. Orang-orang ini. Iya. Tuh. Kenapa ya nggak masuk di YouTube game ya? Hmm? Enggak, kenapa mereka ada, kita nggak ada, Matt. Tuh. Ini harus gue cari, harus cari tahu nih. Ayo main. Mereka ada di sini, tapi kenapa gue nggak ada ya? Tuh. Subscribe-nya. Follow gue nggak ada tuh, satu orang yang nonton tuh. Ini nggak ada sama sekali 2 orang yang nonton. Kenapa ya? Ada salah di mana, Matt? Halo. Ini ya matiin. Tuh langsung 2 yang nonton, Matt. Masih tengok sih. Ada suaranya? Nggak mati kan tuh suaranya? Halo?
Under 7 minutes of the introduction about the teams that's there, because we want to bring you the direct action about what's going to happen. On the blue side, there's going to be Team Air Asia Saiyan going up against the red side, FV Flash Vision. Mysterious Assassins.
Flash Vision and Mysterious as well as Assassins. So we're going to see that MYA is going to be on the red side, Asia Side on the blue side. So I do believe that this is going to be very interesting. The Angela first ban here alongside with the Grok. So what do you think about these two bans here?
Well, I mean, we saw Angela play a really, strong role that's there. Given that they ban out Angela here, they want to be picking up those assassins. So we're going to have, the Gushen, Lancelot, Hellcat open here. Now that they do remove Hellcat, Gushen or Lancelot will be the one picked up. Potentially here, it also could be the Fanny that's left open.
Well, Hellcat now being banned out, so I do believe that either Gushen, I think Gushen should be banned out or picked here. So we do feel that, ooh, the Fanny being panned out here from the side of FVMYA. And immediately, King Fredo locks him in. What do you think about this first pick of Gushin here?
I definitely like the Gushin pick that's here. Gushin is a little bit more versatile than Lancelot on the other side, so giving, you know, maybe the little stepbrother over on the other side. But Martis being given up, that I don't quite agree with, because Martis has been shown to be really strong in this patch. However, Asia Sayan may have something just up their sleeve, which is why they're opting to go for the Gushin first. But given the double assassin composition that has been picked up here by MYA, they will need to have a pretty good supporting team behind them if those two are going to be the stars.
Hellcat and Chow right now being hovered over on the second rotation here. This Lancelot and Martis pickup here, this is going to be very, very interesting because it does lock down their double assassin pickup here to maybe a bit of a support and tanky. They do need a little bit of CC and a little bit of sustainability for them to make sure that, hey, if your assassins go in, you need a little bit of sustain to make sure that they are able to fire it out. Gatot Kacha now being hovered over, and Hayabusa as well. What do you think about this? Gatot Kacha is not exactly like a pure tank or a pure bruiser. He's somewhere in the middle, in my opinion, depending on how you build him. So what do you think about this Gatot Kacha hover with the Hayabusa hover?
I'm really uncertain about the Gatot Kacha specifically, given that within this patch he seems to be a little bit further behind.
Vexana.
The Vexana,
This is what we need.
We talked about that a little bit in the previous game. Glad to see her appearance here. However, this is echoing what happened in the last qualifiers. They did pick up the Vexana over there. Unfortunately, there was not enough support for her.
Exactly.
You know, to really be shining through. Plus, now there are 4 direct damage dealers. It's a little bit insane coming through for the side of MYA. Asia Sayan now has responded by picking up Kagura and Lapu Lapu.
Ooh, the cow. Is it the cow or is it the Gatot? Is it the cow or is it the Gatot?
Minotaur needs to be picked up here. I think Minotaur is the better option, given that when you go into Rage, nope, it's going to be the Panda instead.
Well, we had to go through either a cow, a Gatsukacha, or a Kai. So Akai is going to be picked up. So I do like this Akai pickup here. He goes into his ultimate, starts spinning to win. So he's going to be a bit of a problem once they start to engage. I think the problem here that's going to be shown in from the side of MYA is the fact that if Akai goes in and decides to initiate the fight, then they might not have any other options, because the problem with the side of Asia Sayan is the fact that they do have a little bit of disengage, they do have a little bit of range coming here, especially with the Kagura.
They do have a little bit of the crowd control. Lapu is there as well. What's interesting to note is that Akai is the only one carrying Petrify as well, out of all of the 10 of them. So we're not going to see a lot of staggered team fights. We are going to see lots of explosive action. And that's going to be sort of tipping point, not only in terms of just kills and the map pressure that they can get, but also in terms of can they take structures, because that will be the damage that sticks across the map for them.
Now we're going to go into match number 2 between Asia Sayan. Game number 1. Match number 2, game number 1 between Asia Sayan and Flash Vision Mysterious Assassin. Asia Sayan, surprisingly on the blue side. Blue, not their color. Red is their color, actually. And also MYA on the red side. So we're going to see how this is going to pan out here. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this early game. Let's talk a little bit of this early game advantage that is possessed by the side of MYA. They do have a lot of damage dealers, and they do have a little bit of crowd control that they can use for the early game. What do you feel is something that MYA could do to actually get this early game head over Asia Sayan?
A lot of things need to work out very specifically, given that the positioning, for instance, of Kagura back up top means that they have the versatility to take the early turtle. At the same time, having Martis up there to counter her, in the early game is also a really good adaptation coming up from MYA. If they don't struggle in the early game, they should have a little bit of the advantage going into the mid game. But previously, as what we saw, can they execute the team fights around the map objectives 40 seconds before the turtle spawns? Will they be able to, eke that out a little bit, with Vexana, being such a powerhouse in the early game? We will have to find out.
Well, we do see that with the turtles spawning over to the top side, of Air Asia Cyan's map, we're going to see that there is going to be a little bit of rotation here. 20 seconds into the map, we're going to see that the rotations are going to be favored towards the mid side and top side here. Martis pushing out the Kagura onto the top, whereas there's going to be a small little fight here happening. Penjahat Kakap, they're going into it, and we might see the Ace FV. Oh, there he goes. Penjahat now gets caught into it. Rush comes in over to the bot side here. There's going to be a fight, but it's going to be Ace that goes down. Oh, First Blood goes over to MYA, but also
Equalized immediately back.
Equalized beautifully by the side of Asia Cyan. Logan the Wolverine shows his regenerative abilities and walks away. Very nicely done here from either side of the team. First Blood advantage does go over to MYA, but Asia Cyan was quick to make sure that that particular fight was just 1-for-1.
I mean, it's also interesting here that, you know, Asia Cyan has also gotten the goal lead simply because they are catching every single wave that comes through. And this is why they have, you know, a very clean 800 goal lead at this point. It's not because of towers, it is just because of map presence and as well as the Hermit Crab, of course.
The Hermit Crab definitely adds a little bit more regeneration, and it definitely adds a little bit of sustainability for you over to the over on the off lanes, excuse me. So we do see that there is going to be rotations here towards the Turtle. Turtle is going to be the next priority that everyone wants to go after. And we do see MYA now pushing off to the fight first, and it's going to be bad here. MYA going to go down first. The Gushan manages to take down Air Asia Cyan looking to spill red all over the floor as MYA, excuse me, are going to get taken down one by one. Lamau FB now looking towards getting away.
Lamau will be the only one left alive in that team fight. It was a little bit, you know, of this over-eagerness from the MYA side. They did not need to specifically take, you know, or challenge the Turtle for that matter. They could have been, you know, defending and pushing the mid lane, for instance, or the bottom lane and send additional resources there. The choice to go in so heavily once again gets punished. And this is the power of Gushan, you know, coming through, and which is why they first picked it.
Well, we do see that for the side of these teams here, they're going to be pushing off over to the top side, and this is going to be good 100 seconds until the Turtle respawns again. So I do like this this opportunistic move that's been taken here by MYA. We do see that Martis is pushing up over to the top side, and this is going to be good for Paddle here. If he was able to get this extra added layer of aggression, then most members of MYA could actually go to the mid side and free up the top side of the map as well for them.
That's exactly right. So, you know, having, you know, either one of the lanes, the top or the bottom lane, freed up for them, you know, will help them in execute a little bit better. Padel does get caught out here, and with the stuns and slows coming out from either side of that, it is not going to be good enough. But instantly coming back, Lamau gets the revenge kill, removing Kagura off the map. So that's a good thing of keeping Kagura down, because she does have the most amount of gold at this point.
Beautiful knock up there by the Jeet Kundo coming in. Jeet Kundo special coming in from the Cho now, knocking him up, but the follow-up will not be enough, as will the damage. So they will be able to get away, limp away though. Rush now looking towards keeping up to his name, rushing in front of the enemy team of MYA. Air Asia Cyan looking towards making sure that they keep up this pressure here.
I do have to point this out. Even though there is a tower opportunity, Lamau's going to be taken down here. Even though the towers are equal, there's still a 4,000 goal lead ahead. And this is such, you know, a clear example of lane dominance. We did not quite see this happening with the previous game with EVOS and IDNS. They were pretty equal, but here we're going to see that, you know, MYA is struggling. For instance, now nobody is here to catch the bottom wave just yet.
And that's the problem here. Oh, we do see Ace now in a bit of trouble here. Air Asia Cyan looking towards staying united. And look at that. The follow-up coming in from Penjahat. Penjahat living up to his name. Goes up a little bit more damage, and he gets his killing spree. Will it be more though? Oh, GPEX now has got, Gripex got to get away. And there's going to be revenge kills coming in from the side of MYA. MYA looking towards getting more and more aggressive. There goes the close down here, and Lamau gets taken down by the Gushan. This is where Logan the Wolverine is going to shine, doing up as much damage as he can, but they will be able to get away. Look at that, Air Asia Cyan. Now everyone can be dominant. It seems that Air Asia Cyan looking towards staying dominant, looking to show that, hey, Mysterious Assassin, it's time for you to sit down.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at here, the team fights are not going into MYA's favor, but they seem so eager to be fighting over and over again. Not sure what exactly is guiding them to be doing as such, keeping in mind here that Vexana is still only level 5, although the ultimate that she did use before helped severely. Shadow will, be unfortunately,
Shadow.
the sacrificial lamb in this case out here.
But
No, does juke away. The ghost will help through, especially not taking on to rush that's there. Will keep Shadow alive for a little bit longer. However, Lapu Lapu's going to go to the middle, take the tower away, and extend the goalie that much further. Padel as well now has to back away. Not exactly the sort of position and playstyle you want to be having as a Martis.
Now, as we see the amount of pressure that Asia side is trying to get onto the top side here, Padel is going to be in a bit of trouble here. Gripex is joined to the fight. Shadow has come in, throws out a little bit of the spells here. Mega.
Pretty spectacular, diving all the way in using Flicker to get out again. Penjahat, showing the versatility, and just like that, you blinked, you missed it.
Wow, if you blinked, I blinked and I missed it. All I saw was just the kill feed that came up. And Jahat, with the amount of damage that he has, definitely ban out Gushen whenever Penjahat is playing. So we do see that Gushen now in a little bit of trouble here. Penjahat getting a little bit of taken down here, and he's going to get taken down from the side of MYA. Padel doing a little bit of damage here onto it, and Nin looking towards it, but nope, it's going